What a beautiful Sunday. Oh yeah. 71 degrees, man. $50mm 101 Duro. 50mm 101 Duro. Alright, so I don't know if you can see those guys over there. Just like a dad or something. He's got the two kids picking up trash. Probably like, I don't know, about 10 and 12. So they made him go all the way down there and pick up trash. So they're leaving now. Oh no, maybe they're making him, picking him up in the front. Hey, what's up, YouTube? Number 255. Yeah, today is Sunday, believe it or not. February 16, 2025 at 1:45 p.m. California time, West Coast. Yeah, man, about those kids over there. Yeah, they just left right now. I don't know what the story is. I don't know if it's a punishment or a chore or a bribe. You know, like, hey, go do this and I'll give you, $10 or buy you a ticket to go here or get you guys a skateboard or whatever. Only thing I see out of that is like, you know me. I'm always all about examples. You know what I mean? So the guardian or the dad or the supervisor, whoever that guy is, if I was him, I would have had my own trash bag, right? You know what I mean? I would have got my own trash bags. I would have went around and as I go around and they go around, all three of us would pick the trash up, right? To give them an example that, because I always think back to when I was in junior high when my fat coach with the big belly with the fucking curled up pirate mustache had this big old David sunflower seeds in the back of his green short shorts, the polyester ones, big old belly sticking out, and he'd always tell us, go do laps and shit, because we were in what they call it, off seasons, It's between like basketball and baseball or some shit, you know what I mean? Like in the springs, like around this time. And I would look at the fat fuck, right? They're like, fuck no, you know what I mean? What? I was in junior high, so I was probably, 14, 15. Same as those kids, I mean, they'll do it. You know what I mean? But then you have to ask yourself, what's that gonna do? You know what I mean? Does that impact them at all, or does that do anything for them? Or it's just a waste of time, you know what I mean? But like I said, if I was him, I was doing it with them. And at the same time, because he was on the phone the whole time, So that's the kind of examples that he was leading off. Right? So I would look at that fucker and be like, yeah, whatever. Just gonna do this and then, get out of here, right? Because, like I said, if you're doing it with them, picking up trash, there's certain maybe trash that comes up, like let's say a bottle of soda or something. You can say, hey, make sure you pour it out and be careful, because there could be like cigarette butts or needles, you know what I mean? Like tell them, and You know, that could be inside it. Before you put in the trash bag, and then if there's like a bunch of broken glass, maybe put in like a napkin or something, wrap that up so that way it doesn't rip the bag up. You know what I mean? Maybe show them how to hold the bag. You know, that's why they always tell you parental guidance, right? Like when you say like PG-13, need parental guidance, right? They can guide you mentally, like, oh fuck, look, the guy's got his dick hanging out, right? You know what I mean? Then you can tell him, yeah, you know, that's just part of human parts. I mean, you know, because when you show them from that, and then when they go to school and stuff, you know, like let's say they're taking football and shit, you know, guys are like pulling their cock out and shit, and they'd be like, whoa, you know, I never seen that. Another guy's cock, right? So that's what I see, you know, like him just walking and pointing this, pointing that, and he's on the phone, and the only thing they're gonna take out of it is like you know, yeah, I'm gonna do your shit, but it's gonna maybe make them like more bitter, right? You know what I mean? But anyway, enough of that shit. So earlier I was stretching, you know, my legs and my knee and shit. I was thinking in the early 90s, right? Remember the guy Bo? I think it's Bo Jackson, right? Football player. Really good ball player. Like you see his commercial everywhere, you know? It's always like Bo knows this, Bo knows that, Bo knows this. I remember that because my name's Lo, right? So I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna use that shit. Like Lo knows this, Lo, you know what I mean? But I'm not a competitive person, so it didn't really work out for me, you know what I mean? Like, it didn't work out like I wanted to. So for me, the Bo knows that didn't really, I didn't really like it. But anyway, I guess he was like you know, he plays football, and then after that he went to play baseball, you know. And I guess he hurt his knee, you know what I mean? He hurt his knee somehow, and he went from 100% to like 70, you know? And that's it, man. After that, Bo don't know, you know? It's crazy, man, how This is why I wear this helmet, you know what I mean? There's the only part that can't put back is your brain, you know? Knee pad, elbow pad, all that shit just restrict you from movement. You know, a little scar here, scar there, broken bone here, broken bone there, that's fine. Once you damage your brain, that's it. That's why I always put my helmet on, no matter what. Not just for skateboarding, but when I'm, you know, walking or skating in the street, or when I'm going to dialysis, stuff like that, you know. I have that assurance that if I get hit by a car, and my head flies up into the windshield, whatever, that I'll have my brain that I'm not gonna be eating through a straw and shit, you know, eating food. And you know, when seeing my wife, you know, last year in the hospital for almost 2 months, feeding her food through her IV needle in the IV tube. Man, that's like, you know what I mean? I wouldn't wish that for anybody, but like I said, man, I mean, everybody have a choice. That's why God is so awesome, man, you know? Praise Jesus. He gives us a choice, man, to believe in God, believe in Satan, believe in whatever you want to believe. A choice, you want to wear a helmet or not. You know, just like in a car, you want to wear a seatbelt, you don't want... That's what's great about America, man. America is awesome, you know? Freedom, you know? So yeah, after that video yesterday, I was thinking, man, you know, mind over body. I was just waiting like throughout the night, you know, like, oh man, when's my legs gonna cramp up, right? Just waiting for that thing to cramp up. So I'm like, oh man, am I gonna be able to come back, you know, today to skate again and at least do the stuff I did yesterday? Yeah, it worried me, you know. But when I woke up, it was the same as yesterday morning when I woke up. It's a little sore here, a little sore there. So I was pretty hyped. I think the worst part was, I told you when I went to dialysis on Friday, and I skated for like 10 minutes in front of the in front of the place, my dialysis place. And then when I left, I was limping, you know. I was limping after like 4 hours of doing my treatment. You know, I was limping. I limped all the way home, and was, you know, like sore for like half the night. And then woke up yesterday and did pretty good. So I feel like I'm gonna do pretty good today, except maybe a little bit less, because this sore is a little bit different. This sore is more of a building your muscle sore, you know what I mean? It's not from all your muscles dead then coming up. It's kind of like up a little bit, right? But now adding a little bit more, so it's up a lot from since Friday. So it's a different muscle. But like I said, I got to do mind over body, you know. So yeah, let's see how we do today. You know, and usually I do the tail stall. I was thinking, I haven't warmed up, I haven't even stepped on my board today, okay? Because that's how I do it, you know what I mean? So I was thinking, what if I go and first try ollie up that the little bank ramp there, and then go in first try, you know? No warm up, no nothing. That would change it up, because you know, instead of just going there and slowly do it, we're just gonna up the level a little bit just by one, you know, level 1 and level 2. Man, when I bent down to ollie, my knee kind of gave up a little bit. I don't know, maybe because I've been standing here telling a story. Alright. I feel like Niger when I do this. Speaking of Niger, I think 2 videos ago I was talking about him at Budapest, Hungary. Hungary, the city of Budapest. He didn't qualify for the Olympic thing, but he did skate like 2 days. And that thing was a 5-day event. Yeah, 5 days. And you know, of course, you know, Yuto Nagami, whatever his fucking name is, he won it. That guy is a fucking beast, man. You know what I mean? Like, dude, like, he could skate vert ramp, which like 90% of the people doesn't even know that he could skate the vert ramp. He started out skating vert ramp, you know, in his career, but then he took it to the street. And if you think about it, a vert ramp is like, at least back in the day, it used to be 10 feet tall. I think now it's like 13 feet. Can you imagine standing on top, like, okay, let's say 10 feet on top, right? Looking down, looking around all your life. You're 13, at least, you know, 10 feet plus whatever tall you are, 5, whatever. So you're looking 15 feet, looking out all the time, you know? So then when you go out in the street, you know, normal people, you look down like 10 stairs, you're like, fuck, that's big, right? 10 stairs. But to him, that's nothing because he's used to looking 15 feet all the time, right? Standing on top of the vert ramp. And then these big drops, big gaps, big stairs, big rails, it's like nothing to him. Because all, you know, not all his life, but, you know, whatever, 4 or 5 years, however long he's been riding the vert ramp, his perspective, you know, is different than normal people. Just like as skateboarders, right? When I go around, what do I see? I don't see curbs. I don't see ledges. I don't see stairs. I don't see rail. I don't see bank. I don't see rooftop. What I see is all those things are skate spot. I'm like, oh man, that curb, what can I do? You know, tail stalls, 5-0 grinds, nose blunt, backside, front side, kickflip, nose blunt, you know what I mean? Slappies, front side, backside, right? And then you see when you see a rooftop, you're like, oh man, you know, drop in, you know, do some kind of trick before you come in and drop in, and then take a big impact, maybe, you know, switch drop in, ollie in, early grab in, you know what I mean? And then if I see like, you know, like stairs, same thing, you know, jump off, you know, land forward, backwards, yeah. So as skaters, that's our perspective, right? Same thing with him, his perspective is like, he's 15 feet all the time looking out, you know? And that's the thing I'm coming around is repetitious, you know, our body. And that's what I need to do. I need to come out here and do repetitious stuff, you know, like positive things. As in like just jump on my board and boom, go for the ollie or whatever, you know what I mean? Right away, you know? No warm-ups, no nothing, right? That way, like my body, I know I'm going all over the place, but I remember going out to San Diego to an extreme trial contest with Pat Chinita. And it's in San Diego, it's about 2-hour drive, right? You know? And then we get there, he gets out and he's ollieing like bam, like one, you know what I mean? Just got out of the car, you know? Same shit. Just like Chris Jocelyn has a first try video. It's probably been out 2 weeks now. So he drove down to this spot, right? You know? And then just ollie this double set. Then comes around and 360 flips and lands it first try, right? But of course it was kind of a lie because he posted a longer video where he's been skateboarding already, you know what I mean, on his way there. So that video kind of like, you know what I mean? It's not really, because he already warmed up before he got there, right? So I don't think that really counts as first try. But anyway, there was an old video, an old Transworld article about Matt Hensley, right? There's this like cowboy hat up in Washington State. Matt Hensley lives in San Diego. They drove like 19 hours, right? Him and a photographer drove 19 hours, right? And then it's like a little, kind of like a little stand, you know, like you know how those little stands that sell like keys and like at the mall and shit, you know, like at the iPhone, you know, this little stand out in the middle of parking lot had a cowboy hat on top, right? So he climbs up there and gets like a frontside ollie on the hat, right? And then the photographer took a picture of it. Then they drove straight back home. You know? I don't know. These are little images that, you know, I get in my head that, I mean, there are more. There are more things, so. Okay, hopefully my knee doesn't give up. So, you know, give up or not, I'm gonna go for it. It's easier said than done. Alright. Now my mind's telling me it's too high. It's fucked up, man. When I first saw it, when I first got here, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do that after I rant about some bullshit. And then I get here to do it, it's like, my mind says, it's kind of high. I can't do that, man. I'm giving my mind my whole body, right? And now my mind is doubting my body. So I don't know what's gonna happen. Alright, come on, mind. Tell me you have to warm up first. Oh well. But that's okay. That kind of sucks, man. I was hyped to like jump on that thing. I guess I could boneless it. I mean, it's a halfway, but halfway is better than no way, right? Kind of cool that I'm actually jumping now. For the longest time I wasn't jumping. That's the problem. I want to keep jumping. Looks so easy, right? It's still good though to keep jumping, Out of stamina. Out of stamina. Take a look. Another thing I was thinking about last night was so I got like somewhere around 1 month left. I'm leaving on the 25th of next month to Dallas, Texas. I mean to between Dallas and Fort Worth, Texas. Up a city called Euless. There's like Euless, Hearst, a couple other little. It's kind of like here, you know. I have Bellflower, Lakewood, Paramount. What else? Yeah, so you know what I mean? Like little city, you know. And I had this obstacle for a little bit. So I attempted the hippie jump. The ultimate goal is the ultimate goal, I guess, is to ollie over the hippie jump. We'll see what happens. What else? I did attempt to go off of this little ramp, and then I never tried it again. I think first go up and do a tail stall, and then ollie off, and then after launch off of it. Of course, you know, after you do that, you do like a switch off of it, switch stall, you know. And, I ollied the long 2x4 a long time ago, a couple times. Should have done that. I did one ollie manual on this pad once. Maybe it's the one before this pad, before I tore the other one down. I think I did that. So there's you know, a couple of tricks that I want to do. You know, before I have to tear these I don't know if I'm gonna tear it down. Might just throw it in the trash because it's so small, you know. So I was thinking about last night, you know, stuff like that. So I'm gonna do the basic tricks that I did yesterday's video, and then I think we'll focus on the going up to do a tail stall on the bank, and hopefully I can launch off of it. On top of doing the hippie jump, and then maybe do an ollie on the long 2x4 down there. So I was thinking about those tricks, you know, and I told myself I got like 1 month, you know, 1 month left to do it, because after you know, before maybe the 23rd, because they take out the trash on I'm leaving Tuesday, right? So yes, I gotta throw it out on Monday. So 24th is gonna be my last day riding this. No, not the last day, but on a Sunday, which is 23rd. Yeah, 23rd is gonna be my last day riding this. It's gonna be our last video on this obstacle, March 23rd. So I gave myself that much time to. That's minimum, you know what I mean? Those are the tricks, minimum. And if I could do more, it's gonna be great. Maybe like throw in a switch ollie over the black bar here. Maybe throw a switch ollie up the manual pad. You know, maybe a switch hippie jump. I mean, it could go on and on and on, you know. Switch ollie the. You know, because everyone always thinks like, as soon as you get on a skateboard, you know, kickflip. Because they made it a meme, you know, like the Barracks, when they had Tony Hawk as a guest, they drove around, you know, do a kickflip, and they'd give him a board or shirts or whatever. You know what I mean? It's just to promote their products. You know, people, doesn't matter who, not all, but most, they always have an agenda, you know, to do something. They don't do it just because they want to do it for the love or whatever. They do it for the clout, the fame, especially, you know, these bad videos, you know, these bad live streaming, you know. They gotta do like these extreme, you know, disrespect people, disrespect the place, disrespect, you know, stuff like that. And it's sad, man. how the it's sad how the what do you call it? The social media has portrayed some of these people, you know, some of these characters to go out and do these shitty things. And, you know, people capitalize on that shit. They love, you know, watching negative shit. They love watching train wreck. They love watching, you know what I mean? That's what, I mean, I do that shit too. I always watch, like, when woke game companies come out and they flop, you know, they lose millions of dollars, you know? But they don't learn, because all that money is all corrupt, you know? It's all corrupt money investing all that. It's either tax write-off, or, you know, people know about the loopholes of the law, so they do this shit. And normal people that, such as us and myself, we obey the law, we do all this shit, and we're the one that suffer because we forgot to dot the I or cross the T, and then boom, there you go. You know, there's a fine here, a fine there. Fast enough. All I have to do is go on it once, so that way now I know how much speed I need to stall, you know, and then just holly off. I gotta try to get like, you know, like a lot of vertical leap. Ain't been down far enough. Still kind of stiffed, you know. Yeah, if I forget to bend down, my whole spine is like vibrating. I have to bend down, you know? I'm just going. I need to. See, I can't even balance like that. Like Nigel would lay that, like hit down, and he'd put his hand like that, but his feet would be flat, you know. It's good to sweat. I'm already sweating just doing those. Mouth are dripping with saliva. Wow. Perfect time for a hippie jump, man. What do you think? No wind at all. Maybe after we rest. You know when somebody says something like I just did, and then I say maybe right after, you know it's not gonna happen, right? Because let's say I say, oh yeah, oh shit, that's a great time to do hippie jump. I'd grab my board right away and go do it. You know what I mean? So 99% of say shit like that is like my method instead of the other 1%. So I was resting earlier, and I just found a spot, or not a spot, but like an example, let me know how weak my legs are, right? Because I was over here, and I was sitting down, right? There's this thing in the Kung Fu. It's almost like an ollie, right? It's like where you throw yourself up, you know, like this, and you get up on your feet, or if you're strong enough, you don't really need your arms. You just do it with your shoulder, or your head, or whatever. So I was resting and I was done, and I was gonna go turn the video on. So I rolled back. Getting there. See, can't do it. Just shows you right here the muscle, the ACL. It's not strong enough. Because I should have been, when I got up here, should be able to, you know, get up like that. So maybe in the future I'll come back and test that theory. But I think it's gonna work. Maybe I say like 1 week. I say like next Sunday. The Sunday video next time, we're gonna test that out, test that theory. So if I sit down on something higher like the bank ramp, You know, it's funny when I watch skate videos. I mean, you know what I watch? I always try to see like some people when they take their shirt off, you know? Like when they skate, right? Got a little belly here. Okay. I always watch the skaters. The one that has like high pop, super pop. 6-pack, guaranteed. Like tight right here. And muscular, you know? So I watch those guys. And man, those guys don't disappoint. And that's what's great about skateboarding, man. It works all your chest, your abs, your arms, your legs, your feet, everything, man. That's what's great about it, you know? Yeah, it's funny that most guys look at other guys' body. I mean, little percentage is for homophobic, for gayness, right? Probably less than 2% is like gay, looking at other guys' body, okay? You know? But 98% of the people that look at, like myself, look at other guys' body, like when you see Bruce Lee, he's like, you know what I mean? Right? Or Jackie Chan, or Jet Li, or anything, you know, like Hulk Hogan, or even like I was talking about Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. yesterday, you know what I mean? Like 70 years old, and even like Arnold, and you know what I mean? Like 90% of guys, they're looking at that because it's a goal, you know what I mean? It's a goal to strive for, you know? Of course, it takes a lot of work. I mean, there's a lot of videos that I've seen that says like, you know, 100 push-ups in like 30 days, whatever, like that. It takes a lot to do 100 push-ups. I'll show you how many push-ups I can do. I can do 5. So it's not something that I strive for, you know what I mean? Like I'm not there to build my chest or my arm, you know what I mean? Because the great thing about skateboarding, if I keep doing it, all this will be like I told you, you know, like the skaters that has like super pop, that they're like, you know what I mean, they cut, man, automatically. It's just because that's part of the tricks. You know, the tricks, the skateboard tricks, you know, it takes a lot of movement from different parts of your body, and landing, the impact, you know, the movement, the twisting, the flipping, the landing, the head rolls, you know, tumbles, all that works all your body. So you don't need to do, if you want extra, yeah, you can do push-ups, but what I do is I lift the ramps. I think that's pretty good for back here. I just need it so like if I fall, like let's say I try to ollie, right? I get hung up like this. You know what I mean? It's just for catching, you know? Stop the impact, and then I just roll, right? And not that too, to help myself pull myself up, or you know, I'm skating the bowl to pull myself up, you know, out of the bowl. Yeah. So I want to do a little bit of that just for that, you know what I mean? Nothing worse like stuck in a bowl and you can't get out. But of course, there's people gonna go over there and give you a helping hand, because that's how skateboarding is. You know what I mean? We're there to all help each other, no matter how small, how big, whatever. You know, that's most of the skateboarding attitude that I grew up with. That's how we are. You know, it's like Secretary Robert F. Kennedy said. You know, Jr. said he wakes up every day, see how he could better, you know, somebody else's life and help them and do this and that, you know what I mean? So yeah. So in the meantime, I guess we'll go ride our board and then see if there's any other bullshit story we can come up with. It's always nice, you know. Come on, first try. Never first try. Damn it. You know that fighting movie, Never Give Up, Never Surrender? I mean, we're not talking about fighting, but fighting our own self, you know? The battle of the mind. Every time I look at you, I go blind. Every time I look at you, I go blind. I go blind. Well, somewhere over there, there's a battle of the mind to do the trick. Da-na-na, da-na-na-na-na-na. Alright, let's see that we can do the trick. Sometimes you gotta relax, you know what I mean? It's like the Joker in Dark Knight, you know? Why so serious? See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Why so serious? You know what I mean? That's how it is. Sometimes you gotta relax. You know what I mean? You know the Guns N' Roses song? Need a little patience. Yeah, yeah. Just a little patience. Yeah, yeah. Need a little patience. I was skateboarding today, just trying to ollie up. I found myself couldn't even ollie, 'cause I was thinking too much in my brain, and my mind wouldn't give up my body. So I said, come on, give it up to my body. Yeah, yeah. I need a little patience. Yeah, yeah. We haven't ollie up this yet. Oh, first try. Gotta do it smoother. I wanted to bend down, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So there we go, man. 3 ollies. We caught up from yesterday's video. I mean, we attempted the hippie jump. That's another, just bonus, you know? But I told myself, you know what I mean? See if I can back-to-back mind over body and at least get back to where I did yesterday, right? Which is three ollies, and I did, you know, and feels pretty good, you know. But now, just a bonus, I'm gonna play with the bank ramp, you know what I mean? I wanna come up, bunk up, you know, I wanna bunk up, see if I can tail, stall, oh, and ollie out. I didn't even ollie that time. Almost shot out. Gotta ollie. Gotta pop out, you know? Oh shit. Okay. Anyway, and then eventually just roll out of it. You know, like I was saying, we got like a month, less than a month, I don't know. So you're looking 4 days a week unless it rains or something happens. Okay, let's just say 3 days a week. I got like 12 sessions, you know, around 12 sessions that we gotta do, you know what I mean? So, let's see. We got all of them here. Kind of close. Let's see if I can ollie that bar from here. That's a true test, you know? True test. Maybe later. It was like 2 attempts. Oh, I didn't even have a helmet on. Why'd you tell me? Fuck. See that? That could have been deadly right there. You know the song? I feel naked without them. She hides my skateboard, but she don't know how to ride it. So Lo said, I've been doing this since 2021 when I was 50 years old. And now we are 255 videos. Yeah, you know what I mean? But we're gonna keep going to like 500, 750, 1,000, you know, we're gonna keep going. Always rolling, because, you know, running water don't go stale, right? Jane said, I never been in love. I don't know what it is, only know if he wants me. I only know if he wants me. Alright. So this tail stall. Top and then tail stall. Why don't I do it? Do it. Do it till I'm satisfied. Why don't I do it? Do it. Do it till I'm satisfied. I don't know. Pussy, right? Know what I'm saying? It's almost like watching a football game, right? I'm going for a receiver and I'm like going to the edge. Knowing after I caught it, just run out of line. That's what that ollie was. It was like a pussy ollie. Like I knew that if I get hung up, because I was leaning to the right. So if I got hung up, you know, I could fall on the grass. That's what they call pussy move. Yeah, that gets back to the Transworld article with Matt Hensley, you know, in the 90s. I mean, I said this I said this before, but say it again, just keep repeating, just for myself. You know, what if and or, what if and or, buts, right? 5 things. Buts, what if and or. So, but, right? Let's say the phrase is gonna be, I can ollie up that backside, but if I hang up, I can always lean to the right, fall into the grass. I'm gonna ollie the manual pad backside. What if I hung up, or I didn't ollie, or I hit a rock, you know what I mean? But then those other ones comes in too. What if I ollie the thing backside? If I don't make it, I'm gonna eat shit. It's gonna hurt. And I'm gonna ollie the thing backside. And you can either make it negative or positive. And if I make it, it's gonna feel good. And if I eat shit, it's gonna hurt. So it's a double edged sword right there. Or, same thing. I'm gonna ollie the thing backside. Or I'm not. Or I could give up. Or halfway I can just say fuck it. Or something else can come up. The worst part of use that is like, you know, you see those guys skating on those bank, the handicap ramp that comes out of the back of a warehouse. Now that one's dangerous because you know how they have that door. Can you imagine going full speed and somebody opens that door? Yeah. But what if and or, that one can happen all 5. That's why I see those things like, oh man, those guys are nuts. You know what I mean? Shut the hell up and get that ollie already. I didn't even ollie. Freaking tail didn't even hit. You know? I was showing so hard I didn't even hit the tail. Okay. Let me describe to you ollieing that manual pad this way. So skateboard tricks are based off of surfing. So when you're facing the wave, it's front side. If you're this way, it's back side. So this thing is based off of backside because the wave, the front of the wave is right here. Okay? So So the front of the wave's right here, and I'm coming this way. So it's backside. The thing with backside is I have to ollie with my foot, my toe kinda turned like that. Okay? Because to compensate for the board to turn this way. Because when I ollie, it always lands like that. So I have to turn my feet down a little bit to compensate it. So I could drag the front to turn it this way in the air. Because the way the shoulder is, the shoulder always wants to go like that. So when I go like that, it turns to the right. Right? Because, you know, getting back to the trick that's to a body that's repetitious, right? But unless I focus, I'm always gonna ollie like that, right? So all these times when I ride my skateboard, I don't really think about my shoulder, right? And I don't do enough backside to where I have to, you know, turn my shoulder automatically turn this way. So it's gonna go right. So backside, I have to like focus and, but because I do the front side like 1,000 times and do backside only 10. So you see the difference there? That's why when you see me, I always land and go towards the edge. But coming this way is easy because you go out here, right? Right? But because my shoulder gonna be turning right anyway, we land here. See? So front side, that's why you see me do front side first. Front side is always gonna be the easier way. But if you do enough backside grind, backside tail slide, backside lip slide, kickflip backside. So now, my shoulder, if I do all those tricks all the time, it evens out with the front, right? So that's what happened. That's why you see me curve out to the right. And that's why the backside ollie, even though it's the same height as the front side. Okay? Watch, I'll do, see how like I was having a hard time backside, right? Watch, if I come this way, and that way come out front side, watch my shoulder, it's gonna turn, and my board's gonna turn this way, to the left. See? That one's easy. Every time. Front side is always gonna be easy. But backside, I actually have to think. That's why you see a lot of people, they don't really do too much backside. Because, I mean, for beginners that is. Or maybe even some people don't even do backside. Like, what's his name? Back in the day, like in the 8th Street video, the first one, Shackle Me Not. The brother, one of the brother, right? He can't do backside air. He only does front side air, you know? That's his. But we in 2025, you know what I mean? So I gotta seek out all my weakness, you know, and I gotta exploit it and try to. Of course, I mean it's gonna take longer. Like I say, I only have maybe 12 sessions left, so I'm gonna try to exploit my weakness, which is, you know, backside and you know, stuff like that. So we could just do, you know, see about that stuff. You know what I mean? Stuff. Take a little break. Maybe get drink some water, and we'll see what. So this is the first session in a long session that I could think of that I'm actually drinking water. I bring 2 of these bottles, and I always put it back at the house when I get home. So that just tells you that my training is going, you know, going off in a positive way. You know what I mean? All right, YouTube, go out and visit your loved ones and your family, because the dead do not need anything. Okay? Always have fun. You'll see me have fun. See me quit. Always keep on rolling. Running water don't go stale. All right? I'll be keeping the underground lit for you and me. Okay? See you guys next time. Enjoy. So what, Tuesday? See you Tuesday.